Morning, all you lovely folks. This is Dr. Zeba here again, and I'm going to do the second part of the most awaited video, smile correction. Now, I know as most of you here are associated with the fashion industry, TV, movies, etc., you might tend to be very concerned about your aesthetics. Well, your smile to be more precise. So I thought I'll just put together some commonly asked doubts and then answer them according to how my patients and my friends have been asking me, so that you can decide which treatment to go for and if you even need a treatment. It is very important that you as a patient know exactly what you expect from the treatment, what you want changed, or what exactly is the problem that you think you have, and then convey that in the best possible way to your dentist so that we can help you out the best way. I would advise you to research on it, ask all doubts, consult a doctor, and make a mental picture of your before and after and what exactly would you like changed in your treatment, so that you don't have any disappointments along the way. For example, if you want to fix your broken tooth, or you want whiter tooth, or you want to straighten your tooth, each and every need or necessity has a different treatment plan and hence a treatment fee. Everything changes. So I would encourage you to have a conversation with your dentist before you go for treatment. Now then, another question most of my patients have asked me is the difference between crowns, veneers and laminates. Veneers and laminates are pretty much the same thing, except that veneers are a far thicker version compared to a laminate. They are both very thin shells of tooth colored material that forms a covering over your tooth. So yeah, your enamel has to be reduced to the minimum so that we can stick your veneer or laminate over it. Now, veneers are very beautiful materials and can be used to make a change in your smile, the shape of your smile, or fix a broken tooth, or even to get whiter tooth. But a laminate, because of its thinness, is pretty much used only to increase the shine of your tooth and does not have much effect for the color or the shape of a tooth. And crowns are made of different materials and cover the entire tooth. So the entire tooth has to be reduced prior to the appointment so that the crown has to be placed over it. It does provide better aesthetics in some cases where your tooth is just too malplaced and you have biting problems and you want to get an aesthetic correction, then crowns are an okay option to go for. But it causes a lot of tooth structure and it is pretty invasive. So if that is not your first preference, then veneers are the best way to go. But if your tooth is root canal treated, chances are that your dentist will say to go for a crown because of its higher strength. And I would advise that too. The next doubt people commonly ask me is about straightening of your tooth. So if you want to get straighter tooth, but your tooth is just too malplaced and crowded for a veneer or crown to fix it, then your dentist would suggest you to go for a braces. Now, as people concerned with the fashion industry and other industries where aesthetics is a big factor, it would not be ideal to walk around wearing the conventional braces and looking like a transformer with metal all your teeth. Even if it's a composite braces, it does not have much aesthetics. So that is where something called an Invisalign or invisible braces comes into effect. It is a transparent material that is placed over your tooth so that it mimics your tooth contour and works like a braces too. Now there are a lot of methods of usage and details to it that you have to discuss with your dentist, but it has a lot of advantages over the conventional braces, but it's a little on the pricier side. So if you can afford it, I would suggest to go for an Invisalign. The next question I see is about bleaching. A lot of you want to go and get whiter tooth, but don't want to do anything that has to do with smile correction. You're happy with the shape of your smile, you don't want to change the shape of it, but you just want to get whiter tooth. Then bleaching is the best option, because you're not losing any enamel structure, and it is a minimally invasive procedure. It just takes in and out of the dental office in the minimum time and effort, and it's also a little less pricey compared to the other treatments. But a bleach does not offer permanent solution for your tooth, because it stays for around 2 to 5 years. Everything depends on how you maintain in your dietary habits. For example, if you have a lot of discoloring foods like tea, coffee, etc., then the chances are that it won't last that long. So if you have already whiter tooth and just wants to go a couple of shades lighter, then bleaching is a very good option. Now the final thing that most of my patients ask me is, why don't we just fix everything with a composite filling, because that's going to be far more cheaper. The problem with composite is that it's a tooth colored material, alright, and it's highly technique sensitive. So if your dentist has exceptionally good handwork, he or she will be able to mimic your natural tooth as far as possible. But even so, your composite changes color over time. So again, like I said earlier, if you take a lot of discoloring foods, or if you have habits that causes discoloration of your tooth, your composite is going to change color and you will have to get it replaced. So it's pretty much like getting a bandage over a wound. It is not a permanent solution. Now, everything that I've mentioned here, it comes with a lot of contraindications and indications that each and every patient has to be subject to before treatment. So everything that I mentioned here are like the total basics, and I've made it as simple as possible for laymen to understand, so that you can later Google or talk to your dentist or whatever you want. But that being said, a lot of your conversation with your dentist is the main basis for your treatment. So you have to tell your dentist things from your expectation to your medical history. So for example, if you want to go for bleaching but you have sensitivity issues, then ideally your dentist will not let you go for bleaching, because it can increase your sensitivity problems later. So it is very important that you have a very clear and open conversation with your dentist. And that being said, I think I've covered all the basics here that there is to cover. And if any of you have any doubts based on anything that I have covered so far, or if you have anything else that you want me to talk about, please feel free to reach me. I shall leave my social media at the end of this video. You can drop in and message me anytime. Take care, guys. Love you. Stay safe.